Oh, whoa. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Emmeline, you are today's wiener. How do you feel? I mean, anybody you'd like to thank? Hey, Flip Flop and Black Cat. Cheryl. I was going to just go across the street to get a pop, but they're closed on Mondays, I guess. I forgot about that. So I was like, well, I'll take Bandit for a short walk and then I'll just switch over to the computer when I get home. And talk to my peeps. Hey, Julia and Lady and Susan and Marie. Jen, Chloe, Lipwalk. I didn't even see all you guys like sneak in here. Lori had a good conversation with Frederick this morning. Um, and I still stand by what I said in my last live, the title, which was uh, well, that they should be scared. Just saying. They mean Dirty Sue and Andy. Because they're going to have a lot of explaining to do very, very soon. Especially Andy. I wonder what he's going to conjure up. People talk about Fred. Yeah, hey. Fred's watching. Well, Jam, I didn't know. I wasn't going to go live. I, um, while I was walking. I wasn't going to go for this walk and stuff. But hey, Miss Peggy. Oh, yeah. Uh, so yeah, he's probably watching. I sent him the link if he's bored. Um, let's see. Let's cross real quick. Uh-oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're gonna get ran over. Oh, it's. I feel like things are gonna. I hope. Gosh, I hope so. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get this coat zipped up with him in it to hold him. His hair gets in the way. member. Hey. Oh, one of the other guys is here, so I might be safe. I might be safe this time. Oh, buddy. Why are you looking at me? 13 inches, Lori? Hey, Angie's live. Undercover in the gas station. I'm wondering if I should. Ah, shit. Shit. I lost you guys there for a second. Yeah. I was just going to get a drink because the place across the street is closed. And then when we get back, I'll go on the computer and be able to talk better or more about everything. Let's see. Yeah, I'll get Caitlin a water. I got her a Propel earlier, so, and I'll get us some goldfish. Used to that.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. That's all for today?
Yep.
Gummies should be.
It's like for a second I got scared. I'm like, oh no, do I have to get my card?
No problem. Take it down. Take it off.
Awesome. Thank you. One second. All right. 1 second while I get banded out of my jacket. All right. Okay, come on. She's always going to buy one. I know, but can't carry a case when you're walking, and I like this. It's okay. I like to get out, and it clears my mind. Good morning. Good morning. You know, I like can pop better. That's my favorite. But some fountain pops are good. Mostly they're not. Like McDonald's has good pop usually, like the best. But that gas station actually has good pop, like surprisingly. So, you know, usually we're gonna have to go up here. Yeah, and plus I'm trying to drink less of them. So like if I have to walk or have to go get one every single time, then, I won't drink as much. Yeah. Hey, Hawk, country girl, Tam. I miss. Oh, look at your little buddies over there. I miss the good old days when Bandit would do a one and done. Like a one and doneer, like a pee and go, a pee and flee, a one and done. Now I don't know. Now he's got his little manly hormone thing. Come on. Now he pees every 2 seconds. Thank you. Oh. All right. Let's see if we can play Shadow. Ah! That was my sign language, you guys. Did you get it? Uh, if you're close, Kelly, Jam would probably take you because she smokes too. But I think Jam's on, I think you're closer to the east or the west side of West Virginia, aren't you, Kelly? I'll give you, yeah, she's really needing a ride to the dispensary. Like, she's about to have a bitch fit. Come on. You're in the Panhandle right at the beginning? Oh, never mind then. Maybe you guys aren't that far away from each other. Hey, TKO and September. I can give 4 hours. Oh no. Dang it. Yeah, I guess where Kelly's at, they don't even have, it's hard to even get an Uber. Um, if anybody is close to Princeton and you're not a weirdo, email me. I might, if you want to help Kelly get to the dispensary. No weirdos allowed. No Bill Shipley types allowed, especially. 95% of my audience or so is women. Most weirdos are welcome. Oh, just not Bill Shipley type of weirdos. Yeah. Sunny and 70s. Hey, RJ. Well, it was like, come on, let's go back down here. It was almost 70 here the other day. Right now it feels about like probably 45-ish. I don't know what the temperature is, but that's what I'm just guessing. Hey, weird is like not a bad thing actually, because normal is boring, right? Let's see, you want to cross? Okay. You do? All right, let's go. Come on. So, this is the road I live on. So, it's somewhat, somewhat busy, but not. It's definitely not like Ben Hill, though. No, but Athena she doesn't get to go on walks as much as Bandit. I feel bad. I try to I can't take Athena into the gas station, you know? All right, I'm gonna turn off my camera for a second. Black Cat, where you at? Come on. Come on. Hey, Athena's. There's a Propel in the. Hold on, I'm live. Hold on. 1 second, guys. All right, guys. You're so blessed to have a cute family. You have so much love and support from your babies, and you have an amazing daughter. You're sweet. Aww. What a nice thing to say. I do feel very blessed. I do. That's what keeps me going, is trying to focus on the things that I am grateful for, and the things I do have, not what I don't. Thank you, Jam. All right. I'm going to switch over to my laptop. So it's just a matter of time before the before I have one of the access to one of the SD cards. One second, I'm going to switch over. I don't want to do that loud screeching noise. Let's see. I'm trying. Shit. Well, I'm afraid to talk. I don't know why that other one is up there. Can you guys hear me okay? Which one is it that I don't know which one? Can you guys hear me okay? I want to go on my laptop. I don't know why that didn't work that time. Usually I can switch over and it's totally fine, and I'm still not on my laptop, so Hello? What the fuck is going on? So what do you mean Andy has lawyered up? Why would Cher get him lawyers? She's helping one of the why lawyered up for what? What's he lawyered up for? In what way was he? I know, I'm still not on my computer though. Oh my God. It literally says that I created this live at 11:11 a.m. Oh my fucking God, dude. I keep seeing 11:11 everywhere. What the hell? Oh my God. Do you guys know Fred Hill's birthday is 11/11 too? Oh my freaking God, dude. Freaky. I see 11/11 like wherever I go. What is so please don't tell me what to do in my chat in my channel. Thanks. Whoever the fuck you are. I always love when I have some rando come in and tell me what I can't say that I've never seen before. Like, I care what they think. If it was one of you guys, that it'd be different. Somebody I'd see here all the time. It's like, Golden, I have no idea who you are. So if you have a problem with how I'm saying it, what I'm saying, go elsewhere. Yes, it is. I know. And I didn't find that out, like, didn't realize that until, I mean, I knew his birthday was in November, but I didn't realize for the longest time it was like actually, I mean, I've looked up his background obviously before in the past, but I'm not very observant. Oh, it's because I said, "Oh my effing God." That's why. I I have a bad habit of that, and I doubt I'm going to stop saying that anytime soon. Unless it's a lawyer, she's thinking it. She's trying to say, "Oh, he needs a lawyer so that he can sue people like Ziggy." Well, it's all. This is all my opinion, and he doesn't have to watch. Um, Either does Jody Spew over there. Um, yeah, Andy and Jody Spew both probably need lawyers. Yeah, I understand. I have a platform and stuff, and I'm not trying. The thing is, he he needs to explain why he was on that road that day because it's going to come out. It's going to. There's more than one person that has a copy of these SD cards. And not Jody Sue either. I don't know why unless she got a copy off of a neighbor. Why would she want to get him a lawyer to defend himself? She doesn't even know him that well. She's going to help get him a lawyer to defend himself in the Summer Wells case. Whose side is she on anyways? First it was the parents. Now it's Andy. I understand I support Fred, but that's because after years of talking with him and everything lining up, I haven't had any red flags. He's the one that one that recorded everything for law enforcement. They know that. Jody Sue and Andy, I think they know that. I'm wondering too, Sue. She does support the suspect. She did that with Quentin Simon's grandmother too, not knowing the circumstances when that whole situation was. I mean, very early on, she was doing that. Hey, Mrs. Colt. Colt 45 with 2 zigzags. Well, was he? I mean, if it's true, then it's pretty crazy how Jody Sue spilled the beans on that and then decides to backpedal. I should contact what was the Diane? I think that her name was that the babysitter's name of Quentin Simon that I spoke with. I should see how she's doing. I understand the grandmother ended up. I don't think have anything to do with it with Quentin, but it's just so she's using her platform as a way to get lawyer money. Well, I don't see that to defend himself in the Summer Wells case. If that is true, that is not going to go over well with the community, I don't think. Hey, nicely done. Well, hey, Poppy. I heard that Jay Sue was like having a serious BF, a serious one this last time because of this last time I went live about how she asked Andy. She asked Andy, and it's recorded that day, saying, "Did you see Summer? Did you see Summer up there or did you see Summer today when you were up there? Well, when's the last time you saw her alive? What the? What?" So, Jody Sue, you think Andy was up on the road that day? Or up on the hill that day? Too? Why did you ask him if he had seen Summer up there? Why did you say, when's the last time you saw Some are alive. Hey, Karen. Well, if he's guilty, or if he's a part of it, he's a part of it. So I don't think a lawyer is going to help him too much on. Maybe he won't. His sentence will be. Maybe if he tells what he knows. I have no idea. I feel like. What do you mean? Who's Michelle? Michelle, is it Michelle Walks? Is that who you're talking about? The YouTuber? It's probably best that he doesn't talk right now because he's going to have to explain why he was on the road, and it's going to be absolute proof, and he's not going to know how to respond. Oh, thank you, Candace. Yeah, I thought I'm trying, to get on a better schedule, as I say all the time. Hopefully, I pulled Bandit away, the couch away from the window because they were tearing up the blinds. Oh, geez, here we go. Let's see. It still shows that I'm logged in twice. Oh, yeah. But see, she might, it's just not possible, guys. It's on camera. It's just not. We'll see. Someday you'll see. Someday, hopefully, probably pretty soon. I guess I'm going to have to move into the bedroom because it. Hey, Ginger. So I talked to Fred earlier, and he's doing good. He's supposed to. I think Kathy's going to pick him up tomorrow to try to get him some of the things he needs, but I don't know. Like how he's going to do that. He doesn't have anything to show who he is, but I think they're going to try to get something done tomorrow. So I don't know. I hope Fred's okay with me saying this. So speaking of, like, you guys were asking about the executor and stuff like that. Fred found out today that he's the executor of 165, which is the nicer house. So, and then 207 is his oldest sister, not the one that was, and actually, well, never mind. But I'm just saying, it's the oldest sister, is the executor over 207. I guess is what we found out. However, either way, which the oldest sister isn't the one that was given the issues, the one that was like giving people permission to go up on the property like they had, like she had any right, and she absolutely didn't. And she didn't get permission from her older sister either. um it wouldn't matter anyways. You'd have to evict Fred first. That would have been the first step. Fred and Laura, you had to have to evict. um so you can't just go through somebody's stuff. Oh, I know. I guess we just found that out too. If he's had a Tennessee ID before, he can use the kiosk at the DMV. Yeah, he could get his license back pretty easily. It sounds like it's just a matter of money. There's a hold in Greene County. We have to figure out how to what's going on. But that's down the ways. That's a while away. So yeah, but he needs the actual. That's also what he found out too. So Laura went and picked up the mail at 2:07, I guess, yesterday, and supposedly there was a new card sent, but he needs the actual card so he can purchase stuff with it. But yeah, insurance cards, like if he were to go to the doctor or something, he wouldn't need that on him. It can be looked up, but with his insurance, he gets like $350 a month in food. He said they'll pay like up to $1,000 of or something like that of his electric. I don't know how often it was. Like, it's crazy. There was something else that they'll pay too. Yeah, I'm having to renew my license too. I'm gonna have to start at the health department for birth certificate. Does her last name start with R? I think you might be. I'm not sure. I don't. I think that's the other sister. The sister that gave permission that had no right was Karen. I can't think of her married last name right this second, but yeah, but he needs the card, Lori. He needs the actual card to be able to purchase things with it, like at the store. He already has Laura sending him the numbers and everything, or a picture of it. But he needs the actual card to purchase things. Yeah, you have to swipe it. He has to buy his own food, Lori. That's what I was talking about yesterday. They have to buy all their own stuff. They don't like provide food there. Now, the other guys there, they do share with each other and stuff. So But I ordered some stuff for him yesterday, and I posted all that on the community wall of all the items I got. With they've already mailed him a new one. Like Laura just went and picked up the mail yesterday at 2:07, and she told him that there was a new card in there. So she has possession of it. It's just that she's not like near him. Oh, that's a good idea too. If they allow it, but if you say they won't allow it, but Indiana they do allow it. So, that's a good idea too. Like if he knew the numbers, he could purchase. I could put an order in online for him, or he could do it if he could figure it out. Uh, I would guess. I haven't asked him yet, but I would guess there a couple of them probably have a vehicle there. Um, there's a there's I don't. I have to ask him, but they have to find their own rides and everything. So, like, even the house manager a is basically a client or patient or whatever you want to call it. It's really not a rehab. I can't believe they approved it, but hey, I guess I would have never got so lucky to get a place like that. Like I had to go when I was required to do inpatient rehab. It was like a inpatient. You know what I mean? It was like a yeah. Fred said it's the same as using a credit card with the insurance card. Um, he just texted me and told me that. So I'm not. I would guess. I haven't really asked him exactly. I know he rode with somebody. I think he rode with somebody yesterday to a meeting at the other house. Yeah, well, they approved. He had no idea what they were. He was getting him what they were putting him into. He thought it was going to be like actual rehab. It's more of a transitional housing, but it's not even that. It's kind of like they don't even really help with the stuff. Like when I've been in something like that before, they helped. They helped you get your things that you need. From what I see online, this place is like seems like it's pretty new within the last few years. I laughed when you what? I don't know what you're talking about was his. I don't think so. I laughed. I don't know what you mean. No, he wanted something more. I don't understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's more like a sober living home. Well, Kathy, if people are offended by something I say, then they can go elsewhere. I do my best. I'm not going to sit here and walk on pins and needles anymore. That's too stressful having to. It's too stressful having to worry about every single word you say. Is it going to offend somebody? I just be myself. Um, they do have a kitchen there, Rebecca. Uh, not not now, Mrs. Colt. Maybe eventually when he gets more comfortable and settled in. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to overwhelm him right now. Like, I can tell he's not really wanting to. So, and he needs to get he needs to get on a routine there and worry about like getting everything handled, and squared away with his life than worrying about being on panel here, But eventually, yes, like, but they do have to do 4 meetings a week, and you know, uh, the NA and stuff, and yeah, I'm sure he'll get a sponsor and all that. Yes, you have to do drug screens like they were doing them last night. Um, he's done, from what I know, at least 2 drug screens already. When he first went in, and I know he was doing one yesterday. I said, "Oh my effing god," and I think that's what they're talking about, Pearl Strand. I mean, I understand the GD phrase. Like, I try not to say that because I don't want to say that anyways. But oh my effing god, like I'm not. That's too. Sometimes I say, "Oh my freaking gosh," or "Oh my effing gosh," or. Well, yeah, I mean, if I was like anybody else, I would totally be. If I was like any of these other creators, he would already been on. I would have already been begging him to be on here. Any dollar they can get, any view, doesn't matter if it's made up or. Right, Lori, yes. Well, right now, cool. 45, he doesn't have any payment cards at all, not even Cash App, nothing. He has 0 debit cards or anything on him, so he can't receive money right this. So that's what we're trying to work on, is get him his cards. Like, Laura was supposed to have mailed them a few days ago, so they should be getting to Kathy hopefully today or tomorrow, and she's supposed to be. Kathy was going to be picking him up sometime here, I think tomorrow or. Hey, Granny's house. Oh, my effing dog. Then they'll say I'm abusive to the dogs, that I shouldn't use my dog's name in vain. Well, would have a card with him. He'd be fine on food and stuff if he could just get that card, his insurance card. He'd be fine. Plus, he's gonna have some back. You know, it should anyways, unless I don't know if Laura spent any of it, but it should have like some from the past few months too. He's trying to get on our good side, I think. Emmeline, that's the only thing I can think of. But the thing is, I don't have a problem with Andy. He, like, from what I've seen, he seems like an okay person, but like, I think he has some secrets. And I'm not gonna be bribed or, charmed into not telling the truth or what I believe is the truth. You know what I mean? And I don't see Fred being like that either. He, yeah, he can't win us. Yeah, Mrs. Cool, you could, yeah, gift cards and stuff. But, well, then how would he get them? Unless he could get, maybe I should make maybe he has an email. Like, you guys could email him, do email him gift cards. Do the email gift card thing. I don't know. I'd have to see what stores are near him. Well, Kathy is supposed to, I think that's the one that's going to be doing it. That's where Laura mailed the cards, I believe. Because at that time when she mailed it, uh, she didn't know if he could get stuff to the house. And it does in Tennessee, Kristen. That's what Fred said anyways. Well, Mrs. Cole, I'd have to get his like email or something. But that's really nice of you. Yeah, that's why I feel like he's the perfect person to have been put in this situation. I mean, not just because of that, but because of his temperament and his attitude, and he's just handling it better than anybody else could. Yeah, it's hard. I hate being the middleman, though. I wish, when you start I wish people could send stuff directly to him, because I don't like being the middleman, because you know what I mean? I feel then that's what gets you in trouble. Not that Fred trusts me. It's not that. It's just, you know what I mean, with YouTube and stuff like that. You could, Mrs. You could, and I could mail it to him. I would give you, or what we could do is I could add it to the Amazon wish list thing and send you the link, and you just pay that way, and it will go maybe directly to them. I don't know. We'll see. Just email me at youtubeziggy@outlook.com. You could, if there might be a way to digitally send it to him, and he could use his phone. I don't know about like Visa though. Yeah. Well, you're a Scorpio too? Yes, he does. Pug mom. But it's like very minimum. It doesn't even cover the cost. Well, this grant is supposed to cover for part of the time, like a possibly up to 2 months of the what it costs to stay there. But after that, it will cost 150 a week. And his check for disability isn't even that much because 500 comes out a month for the kids. Um. So yeah, but it will be. He can still work up to like a certain many hours a week. Well, Mrs. Cole, I if you want to do that for him, that's amazing. I just, you know, I and if you, I would be. I'm sure Fred would be more very very appreciative. But I don't know his if I'm sure he has an email. Yeah, he had to make an email to set up that phone. Okay, Mrs. Cole, do you know how to contact me? That doesn't no, JC. That's not listen, he's only told he he can't remember basically. Or he didn't he that bit he can't remember if he was on the road that day and this and that. Like he's just telling YouTube he wasn't on the road that day. You know what I mean? But he knows better because he knows law enforcement has him on the road today, and by their in their minds, it's like, well, just because he was on the road that day doesn't mean he's involved, right? I don't think they. I don't think he's denying about being on the road. He hasn't. They haven't even talked to him, according to Andy, for since the beginning of the case. He he hasn't even had a chance to lie to law enforcement really and tell them that he wasn't on the road. They know he was on the road that day. Yeah, so basically all it will do, it doesn't prove he had anything to do with Summer. It just proves he's lying. And why is he lying? That's the thing. How long did it take for Adam Montgomery thing? That wasn't as long though. But I do believe there's more involved with this probably than I don't even know. That's the Harmony Montgomery. Yeah, that was the parents, only, right? So there's not really a big can of worms that opened, like possibly. Yeah, so that's what I was one asking the same question too. I'm like, well, and that's what I said to Fred. I'm like, well, if they have him on the road that day, then why aren't they questioning the like interrogating the F out of him? You know what I mean? Or like, why are you saying you weren't on the road that day? But when he was questioned, supposedly he told law enforcement he couldn't remember. I don't know when he was questioned, but we don't, it's crazy that they haven't talked to him. Or I feel like it just feels like law enforcement knows, but yet it's still like uncovering things or something, and can't take the leap yet because they're trying to get as many people as possible. Maybe his boss didn't lie. Just because he was on camera at one point doesn't mean he was on camera from 2:30 to 5:30, right? Thank you, Mrs. Cole. That's so nice. Yeah, it just means he was on the road today, and we don't know exactly what what he told law enforcement. From what I hear, he told them that he couldn't remember. Oh, just acting like maybe type. Oh yeah, the license thing's not going to be like the first deal. No, it's not. It's not a mistake either. At this, it's not. It's he's on Fred or Andy's on camera. That's he's pictured on the road that day. It's not a mistake. There's no room for error, is what I'm saying. He's on the road. I mean, I guess if it's all whether you guys want to believe uh, Fred, I guess. Um, but the thing is, it can't be a mistake because there's evidence, that law enforcement has. That's the thing. So it couldn't be, oh, Fred mistook the days. Fred said, how is that possible? Law enforcement has him on camera. So there's no way he mistook any days. If he mistook any days, then that means if it weren't true, it would mean it was all a lie. Basically. Because he says, no, there's no way he mistook the days. It's on camera. Like, and the cameras he had even had the temperature, all kinds of info on it. And the cameras and where he was seen too was past his driveway. So where the camera was set, Andy was seen he was past his driveway. So where was he going down there? Why was he passing? What would he be going down that way for? He's not going to go the other way, a long way to get out of Ben Hill. He's like, just right by Beach Creek, right by the exit right there. So Andy can tell us anything, like as far as it's not us that he has to answer to. It's law enforcement, and law enforcement's the ones that should be asking him, why are you telling YouTube that you weren't on the road that day, or why, you know what I mean? And see, the thing with his boss is like, did you guys know Andy was fired from there, right? Andy was fired recently. Also, um, his boss, we don't know exactly the times. He wasn't. Yes, he was on camera, but what times? You know what I mean? Was he on camera the whole time, or was it like a certain time? Was he on camera between the important out, like really between what 3 and 4? Definitely 2:30 to 3:30 or so. No one said why. Gosh, I try. What I heard, and I can't remember who I heard it for. His boss wanted him to do get better or something. Like wanted him to get his shit together. I don't know what that even means. I don't know. Sounds like I don't. I know, right? What's that say? Can you get with Cher and have both guys on at the same time? To me, discrepancies. I really doubt Andy would do that. Fred would. He said he would. Fred would. Well, I don't. If that happens, I would hope we could wait on that a little bit. I mean, well, maybe he. I don't know. I just hate for him to get into all the drama so early on when he needs to focus on recovery and stuff. But yeah, do you think Andy would? That's the question. I feel like Andy wouldn't say much. He would just like be like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember what I had breakfast today." Right. But it's we're not he's not scared and I'm not scared of, so like if Andy were serious and it really he's up there and he was serious, like then I we'll have I just don't think Andy would do it. I really don't. I don't even think it's even worth even really bothering Fred with it because I don't even think Andy would do it. Or I really don't. I think when it would come down to it, I just because I know he's lying. You know, he could just say like he'll just act dumb. That's all he's gonna do. Oh, Emily, and he won't go on anybody. I know for I really I know pretty. pretty well that he wouldn't be. Nobody's going to convince him to go on their panel if that's what you're worried about, unless I don't know. Of course, the situation that happened with Ryan, it didn't help things, you know. So now, once bitten, twice shy. I just really thought that was a good idea. You guys remember, I was so. Hold on 1 second. He said, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but hello? Shit. Can you guys hear me? Is it all good now? Okay. You guys couldn't hear me earlier. I don't think. I was sitting there trying to talk to you, and you guys were just talking away. So, um, so Fred is listening, and he says what I was trying. I changed screens because I was trying to read his message. He texted, and he said, so as far as his boss saying his boss can't say he was on the road that day. That doesn't how. I mean, come on, people. Just because he was on camera, we don't know what times he was on camera. Plus, he was fired from his job recently. Why? You guys could believe, if you guys want to keep believing that shit, it's all
like, go for it. But I'm telling you, Andy is on camera on the road that day. Fred says, that's how my drug charges came out as well. The cameras even exposed me as a dealer as well that day. So I have no reason to lie. I didn't lie to cover my own ass. Why would I cover for someone else? I thought he said AB was on. No, but have you seen the footage of him at work, Justin? Same thing. That's hearsay too. I'm sorry. That's how much I at this point, I absolutely. You know what I mean? None of us have seen any of this footage. None of us has seen him on work. So you're going to believe his boss, but you can't believe Fred and you can't believe me? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, but you just said his boss said he wasn't on the road that day. How would his boss know that? If he was just because he said he didn't even see him at work that day, right? Just on camera. He is on camera at some point. We don't know what times. You saw it too? Did you see him out? Did you see Andy on the road that day? Because I'm tired of I'm tired of it. Jody Sue over there collecting money on Summer's name, knowing she's lying. Yep, see? When other evil entered saw Andy on the road that day. Evil entered emailed me and told me and asked me not to say anything. Told me weeks ago. I already know he's on the road that day. I don't need, at this point, I really don't need, I would like to see it, yes. And if we do, we are going to see it. There is going to be a time that it's out here. It's probably going to be, well, unless one of the other people who have a copy of it, one of the neighbors show it. Otherwise, it's probably going to be here eventually. Probably Moonshine Girl. Yeah, Evil Enter just said his car and others. I knew Evil Enter has seen footage. She told me weeks ago and asked me to keep it quiet. There is a neighbor who has footage that is scared to death and does not want to talk. That's the same thing, Justin. That's the same thing about, we're supposed to believe you about Jose, I'm sorry. About Jose, about him being, you know what I mean? You know how frustrating it is? We could say, oh, that's hearsay. Everything is hearsay. TBI took their entire system and replaced it with another. You just saw the vehicle. You didn't actually. Yeah. She went. She wasn't walking up and down the beautiful sunflower. She drove up to Fred's. That was I've asked Tracy to unblock me so I could talk to her, but she refuses. This needs to be straightened out. I'm sorry that I said one. It's Jose. God, I hate when I do that. Yeah, true. I know, Justin. We're trying. And I'm not mad at Justin at all, guys. I don't get mad. I get over stuff. So it's all frustrating. The thing is, this frustrates us. So I understand, but it's frustrating to me. I wish, like, law enforcement would just come out and tell, you know what I mean? But the thing is, like, it is true that it should come out, law enforcement should be the ones. But here, 2.5 years later, it's like, I don't know who would hurt at this point. I mean, maybe Indy, I guess. Maybe Judy Sue, because she's lied too. Right, dodging bullets. Me and Justin are going to be just fine. Yes, he's buddies with Cher and believes all her ish. Take a trip together. I know, that would be awesome. I'm trying. Fred told me where he thinks he Laura is supposed to be looking. Hoping to God. But you know what? It's out there. We Evil Entered have seen it. There's neighbors that have copies. So it's not just Fred. Like we there is other people, and Evil Entered didn't even see it from Fred or me. It was another neighbor. Of course not from me because I haven't seen it, but did it say the date on that when Evil entered? No, they gave it back to him, True Crime Junkie. They gave him back the SD card after they copied it. It did have the date? Okay. Fred said the ones that he has had the date and time and temperature and all kinds of information. Well, because it's their property, beautiful sunflower. They didn't think it was a big deal. You know what I mean? Probably at that time, like there wasn't any discrepancies. Like they gave everybody back their phones. You know, except H. Then there's another house. I was talking to Fred that I guess it's a nicer house that's past Simpson. That for some reason he said that the helicopters kept going over and over and over it. And the guy's name is like Richard, but I think he's like works for Eastman too. Anyways, supposed anyways, they were really focused, I guess, on that area too, which was it's past Simpson Loop on the other side of the road. Not on the side of the road that Fred's is on, but the side of the road that I guess you would say Candace and Dawn's is on, but it's way down there. And the helicopter, they had told for some reason those people weren't allowed to be outside, weren't allowed to be at their property. But Fred said nobody else was told they couldn't go out on their property. But for some reason, there was a house that's, past Simpson Loop on the right that for some reason, for several days, they could not be on their property. But they were the only ones that were told they could not be. Like, Fred doesn't understand that. He said, that was weird because they didn't tell anybody else they couldn't be out. And also, he said the dogs hit over there too. He didn't get his phone back because he didn't go back to pick it up. Is that all it was? And that's why I'm saying I'm giving him a chance to explain because it's just a matter of time, Justin. Somebody, if Fred can't find it, which he thinks he knows where it's at, and Laura's supposed to be checking. But like I said, a lot of the stuff was pilfered through and thrown all over the place over there. But he thinks it's in a device, and he's having Laura check, because he said that the footage is like a year before Summer went missing up to like a year after. No, it wasn't the Redmonds, Emmeline. Oh, really? Let me see. Fred's like, where's this Damien? He's like, I have never heard him called Damien. He said he always knew him as Drew or Andy Jr. Let me see. How did you, Damien? I don't see a Damien Bernard in Florida arrest. Is on, not on Vine link, but where'd you search to get that? Damien Bernard arrest, Florida. Looks like, oh wow, that person's birthday is the same as Jim's though. No, that's a black dude. in 2020. And are you talking about Fort Lauderdale? I don't see anything right now that looks like it could be him. Is Fred he was. I don't know if he is now. Fred, are you reading chat? Can you text me and let me know? Or are you listening? He might not be reading chat. I don't know if he knows how to pull up chat. Why was Bobby Bernard listed as pastor of Solomon's Temple? Oh, really? Solomon's Temple. Yes, right? Dodging bullets. Everybody's scattered. Who's Bobby Bernard, Helen? Do you know? You think, Yvonne? He said that, well, at first they acted like they wouldn't give his back. Yes, Butter Biscuit. I think so. Yes, there's a Thompson. I asked Fred if you're listening. I'm pretty sure it was Thompson that is one that has footage. I hate to put that area. I think that's one, though, that wants to not be involved, if I remember right. Right, true crime. PG in our chat helped H get a new phone. Is it 144 or 145? So 125. It would be probably 145. Butter Biscuit, because it'd be. He's listening. He texted and said he's listening. So yeah, Butter Biscuit, it would be 145 probably, because even numbers are on the right side. You know, Donna and Candace's is 110, and then where Jody, Sue, and Andy were saying is 125 on the other side, and then the next one down on, I think it's the next driveway down on the left, I think is what you're talking about, and that would be an odd number. So I don't know if it'd be 145, but you know how everything's like, probably. There's no other houses in between Jody, Sue, the Bernards, and Don and Candace's, like as far as, and it goes from 110 to 125. 144. I don't know if there is 144. Is there? There's no other properties on the right side before you get to Simpson Loop. On Ben Hill, I don't think. So like once you turn right on Ben Hill and off Beach Creek, and Donna Candace is on your right, you go down like a couple blocks or whatever. I say blocks because maybe 0.2 miles. And then on the left, it's Jody Sue. So, and also that's like what a lot of people don't understand is Jody Sue and their property is not right across the street at all. It's not even like, I wouldn't even say catty corner really, because I don't even think you could see 110 from Johnson's. Yes, they do have footage, Fred said, and it is Thompson. Yes, he said. That's who I thought Fred told me. but I'm pretty sure that's probably who Evil Enter talked to. I don't know. But I do know they don't want to be bothered. That's why I haven't even. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, but. No, I didn't watch. No, hell no, I didn't watch her. I know true crime, but he will, I'm sure, eventually create a. He's trying. He can, of course, he's an adult. I just feel like he should wait on that, but he can if he wants to come and chat. And I don't think he really wants to. Well, I don't have it yet. Wait, what about summer? So we'll see when we get to that point. But definitely, I will definitely. Maybe I'll call and ask if I can share it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even have it right this second. What about summer? So. Hey, sweet D. I had a dream about 144 and Allie was in it. Yeah, we'll have to see how things like progress, guys. I mean, it has been 2.5 years. You know what I mean? They gave them back the footage or back the SD card, so I'm guessing it doesn't. It's they would be told if they couldn't share it, right? Right. I will. I'll be careful. What about summer for sure? Like I don't have it right now, but that's definitely a priority. You know, as far as making sure that it won't hinder the investigation because that's very important evidence. So we'll just have to play it by ear, like, and see if I even, if it even, if I get it. It really seems like I can. I hope, but um, why did Andy get a lawyer? I don't know. She's kind of gross and treated Ziggy so badly, but then she sends racy pictures to Donald. I know. Yeah, I'm horrible for helping, Fred, but yeah, it doesn't make. She's just these people are hypocrites, you guys. Um, 1 second. Say anything for. The neighbors said they were scared. I just heard their name. No. It's already out there. What about summer? It really is. It's just not something that I go around saying much. Nobody's going to contact them. They just don't want to be contacted, and they are too scared to put out the footage, basically. They don't want to be targeted. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. Thank you, Evil Inner. I appreciate it. I appreciate you just saying that you've seen it, because, and maybe that is it. You know, maybe I might only be able to see it and not put it on YouTube. But if I actually am able to see it, at least I could give you guys my word that I've seen it, you know, and maybe I could, I don't know, maybe I could share it. I don't know. We'll have to just see how it plays out. No, 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 no. It's not. It's not the people that just have. It's Fred has the SD cards. There's a few people who have a copy of the SD cards. It's not just that particular. There was several. There was more than one person who had surveillance that was sent into law enforcement. Hmm. Really? Really? Let me see. Morrison Cemetery, it looks like it's across the street. 144, why is it coming up on, looks like it's, okay, so right before Simpson Loop. Or right, I don't know. I don't think there's a house right there unless it's like considered actually really Simpson Road. Unless their address, unless the house sits like right on Simpson. But that doesn't mean it's not important. Right, Anastasia? Probably not. We'll opt it. Well, that is a good point. I don't want to screw anything up, and it would be very, very important evidence, especially if somebody's trying to say they weren't on the road, you know, and they were. That's a big deal. And plus, where Andy was spotted doesn't make sense to where he lives. You know what I mean? Like where he would be coming in, he went past his house. What was he doing going past his house on the day Summer went missing? Like for him to be on that camera, he had to have been going past his house. See you dodging bullets. Teresa said they would lie and tell her he was at work when he wasn't. Yeah, somebody was telling me something about it could have been Fred. No, because he doesn't know exactly. I don't think he knows who Andy works for currently. So I don't know if I don't think it was Fred, but there. I wish I could remember what I was told in pertaining to him and his boss. Like I think they're pretty close, but don't quote me on that. You know, close enough that his boss fired him so he could get his life together, whatever that means. It's supposedly what I hear. I don't. Funny how JD Sue and Andy says Steve. Fred said there wasn't even. Fred said that they didn't have cameras until the day after Summer went missing. She just Jody Suze just wants to be important, you know, and act like she had these SD cards. Well, maybe she did have a copy at some time because there was copies made, but it wasn't her cameras. She's such a liar. No problem. What about Summer? I saw a picture of a white Silverado extended cab on Ben Hill June 15th, but Andy said he doesn't know who it belongs to. Is that Don's truck? His is an extend is Cruella de Hill. That's funny. Jody Sue has told many times that Andy would sneak away from work. She made a point to mention he would leave to meet up with a woman she called Stall. What would they meet up in a bathroom stall or something? Hmm. Summer is still missing, and it's sad to see people acting like this is a game. Yep. Okay, so Silverado is what Grandis's vehicle was. A white Silverado. We were actually talking about I thought me and him were talking about a white truck because he was asking me, he's like, what vehicle was Grandis driving? Or I'm sorry, what was the vehicle? The vehicle they were in the day that Summer went missing in that video. If that's even the day they went missing or that she went missing. But there was something that came up with about a white truck, but I know that you know what's weird? Fred thought that Fred said that Grandis used to have a white vehicle. I think that's what he was telling me. Because he was thinking that vehicle was white, that they were. I was like, no, that's Don's truck, and he's like, well, Grandis had a white truck too, or something at one point. I don't know. Maybe he'll clarify on that in text if he hears me. Thank you, Nanya. He was last seen coming out of the woods on the 15th. Yes, she did with a red back end. Yes. Yes, Helen. Yes. You're right. That's exactly what he said. You're exactly correct. Is that who was the one that said they saw? Okay, I see you. Who did you see that it had? Did it have a red on the back? Like red? Was it mismatched? Helen just reminded me of something that Fred has said. He said something. He said with a red tailgate. Is that what it was, Helen? Is that what you know too? A bumper, a red bumper. No red tailgate on the picture. Oh, okay. Well, then it's probably the necklaces that Andy has and different symbols Andrew Hiltz show are the same. Yeah, Fred just text said white truck with red tailgate. So Helen must be a local. That's interesting. I believe Jody Sue also had some on one of her bracelets. Well, he posted. Did you see that, Yvonne, that he posted the pictures of his necklaces? A couple of them were actually crosses. One was a lion head, and another one was the spiritual eye. I thought it looked like the Illuminati thing, but Right. Oh yeah, Joyce is lurking, I'm sure. If she's not live, she's listening. Well, if she's live, I thought I saw a video of Grandis's truck with park. Yes, you're right. She did change the tailgate for some reason. But how long do we go like that though? What about summer? Let's say I mean I am going to I'm not going to just put it out without, you know, I'll be make sure I go through the proper channels just because that is a big deal. If Andy's saying he wasn't on the road and I get evidence he was, yeah, I mean, I'll be careful with that. But how long do we wait? Like, what? Let's say it goes another 2.5 years. Are we still supposed to? I don't know. It's just. ICU is pretty good researcher. Right, Shannon. And those necklaces that Candace and Dawn were flaunting that we thought were frashes. Yep. They did have. Theirs was like a black cord thing, though. I'll be on Empress Ziggy later on today doing readings if anybody's interested. Part of the proceeds go in helping Fred. Oh, gosh. Wonder if the alleged time AB was on Ben Hill was the same time as the unfounded scream. You guys. She needs to be told to shut up and stop trying to act like the advocate and misdirection of real survivors. Mm. Didn't Judy Sue show a whole bag of SD cards? I don't know if she showed them, but well, we shouldn't. We don't need to fight about it right now, or debate about it right now. Where summer, because at this point I don't even have it in my possession, so we'll just have to cross that bridge when I get there, I guess. But I'm definitely going to look at it if I've given the opportunity. You think there was actually a scream? Yeah, I don't believe YouTube has held up Summer's case. I just don't. Put him back. Why would it put him back in jail? No, it wouldn't. Why would it put him back in jail, though? That's not true. If there was something he couldn't share, they would tell him he couldn't share it. If they give him back the copies of the SD cards and he shares it, that doesn't mean he can go to jail. I believe that because, well, you really want to know? Because I think it's possible that he possibly could have been brought into it all. I was about to go grab Bandit, but he's being good. You tore up my blinds, Band-Aid. You tore up my blinds. Oh, stretch. You guys are funny. That's the reason I'm wondering about the timing. What time? Didn't she say like the stream was like 4 to 4:30 or something like that? Or 4. It was like, the timing didn't even make sense. Well, I guess that's probably why she said it. Probably why she said 4:30, because she probably knows the time it did happen. Yeah, it looks horrible, Yvonne, like what they did to it. .442 is the supposed scream. That's quite specific. She also said she was taking a nap. I do remember that. So 4:30 to 4:42. Well, that wouldn't be the time that Andy was on the road. So I just feel like that time is just something she gave out because to kind of throw things off. That's when it happened. It took them a while to get. Oh, it's a new account created today? Hold on. Your account was made today. What about Summer? Fred said he knows what he can share and what he can't. He just texted me and said that. So, well, what about Summer? You just made your account today. Who are you? You're being a little bit like, I mean, you're being decent to me. I'm not, but you are being a little bit like combative or a little bit. Why was your channel create, or why was your account created today? Is this, I mean, why would you that's just, I don't know, suspicious. Fred said in order for her to hear a scream, she had to be, that Summer would have had to been close to her house. Because people don't understand how far Jody Sue's it, or where she was in comparison to 110. It's not like right across the street. I'm not even sure she would be able to hear a scream where she was, especially Lisa K. It probably that's probably true because I think she's blocked. I think Jody Sue doesn't talk like that. Jody Sue, she talks in riddles. You know what I mean? That person makes sense when they type. Jody Sue doesn't. She just. My battery's running low. Oh crap! I forgot my computer wasn't plugged in. I was about to move into earlier. I was going to move in the. He just said Summer will get her justice. He said, is what Fred just said. What was your name? Where's Summer? PayPal her now. Oh, it's okay. No, I'm just curious, like who you are, who your other account is. You do sound like Lisa. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It just, you do sound like her. You don't sound like Jody Sue though. To me, I don't think. It's not about not seeing you, Amanda Lynn. It's not about not seeing her. Her channel was made today on top of that. Night before last, Jody Sue said twice that the FBI has said that Summer disappeared during the early evening. Misinformation, Jody Sue. TBI said early afternoon. Lean on Me says, tell Fred I almost didn't recognize him in the new photo. He looks so healthy. I know. He said the guards didn't even recognize him one time when he was being transferred to Sullivan. Like, he was sitting right there and the lady looking right at him really and was sitting there looking for him. Didn't realize it was him. Fred said, Summer will get her justice. I will see to it if it's the last thing I do. Oh, it's a lion head pit bull, he said. I guess is what Andy said. That necklace was. That's so sweet, Helen. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, I should screenshot it so you guys could see. Oops. I'm emailing myself this. Let me. I'm opening my mail real quick. Oh, I got a nice email. Hold on. Let me well, I'm on it. How do I move this to Oh, somebody said it's just a pit bull head, not a lion. Give me 1 second. I saw your email, Cassie. I'm actually certified peer support or peer recovery coach. So, I could be Fred's recovery coach. I tried to. I don't know where this email I just sent to myself went. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to resend it or retake the screenshot. Aww. Crazy mom, your little Yorkie's so cute. Oh, and that just reminds me, I forgot about that money that you sent me to my Apple Pay. Let me get this screenshot again, I guess, and you try one more time. Here we go. Here we go. This is what Fred has he's been responding. And this has been his response to everything. Waffle House. Kathy, are you going to pick? . Okay, truth hurts. You know what you love? I love how these people come out of the bushes that I've never seen before. Yeah, I'm sure it's all hate watchers. Right. Truth hurts. Okay, I just blocked you. I'll add you to the block list. So that shows you how much I care. One less subscriber. I have good mods, and they know. Most of them been a mod here for a long time. Hey, Mama B. Well, you can just tell when people are here to troll and or here to just, you know, talk, tell their opinion, and the ones that are extra combative, and constantly just you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. It's like, okay, we get it. Like, and when they keep doing it, it's like, okay, now who are you? That's why we checked out this person's profile, because they were acting a little too sus. Kept pushing me to get a mentor peer support. If I'd gotten one, I might not have had to go to jail. Let's see how long I've been on for 2.5 hours. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm gonna go. But like I said, I will be doing readings here in a little bit, and I will be using some of the money to help Fred. If anybody's wanting a reading later. So, anyways, guys, I'll talk to everybody later. Thank you guys so much for being here.